How's it going, everyone? Nimble Saucepan here with Bluestone episode 3. If you watched episode 2, then you'll know I've been researching recent castle sets, and the first one after the Forestman hideout that caught my eye was the Magisto Magical Workshop gift with purchase from November 2023. I'll be honest, it caught my eye because of the price. I managed to snag it off eBay for 25 quid, which was a real cheap method of adding to Bluestone. The set is a sort of homage to honour the original Magisto Magical Workshop. So you can see from this GWP, they've made it very, very similar to give it a nod to the classic feel of the OG and add the nostalgia feel for older castle fans who will remember Magisto as a castle icon and possibly even remember the OG set. Now, getting the set into Bluestone, I wanted it to have that majestic feel and be visible and present in Bluestone, for the peasants and the civilians. But Magisto is a retired wizard at this point who's settled into Bluestone to sort of get away from it all, get away from his past and all that work with the Dragon Knights. I've put his workshop on some of the old standing Rocky Mountains that used to stand tall and proud where Bluestone is now, but more of that lore will come later in the video. Now, as for the figures, obviously we get Magisto, who should be recognisable from most LEGO fans, I'd say. Even if you aren't a castle fan, just that blue hat and one piece, it takes me back to my childhood playing with LEGO. It also comes with a Lady Dragon Knight on the left, with an updated torso for the Dragon Knights, which you can see here compared to an original Dragon Knight torso on the right hand side, which I found from one of my old LEGO bins. I've made this OG Knight to accompany the new one from the set. Now, as for the scene and story I've made, Magisto, he feels he's done his bit. He's ready to settle down and put his battles and his work for the Dragon Knights behind him on the back burner for now. But news travels fast, and rumours got around about Magisto's new life in Bluestone, and obviously the Dragon Knights wanted him back. The Dragon Knights have plans to be a really powerful faction again that they once were, but they know it's not possible without Magisto at their side. 2 Dragon Knights have been sent to Bluestone with a letter from the king. The letter will be a proposal for Magisto to come back, but he's an old man now. He wants his peace. He wants Bluestone. This easy scene I've made, it opens up the plot for the future, and it gives me a base to work on if Magisto's story expands in the town of Bluestone. So next up for Bluestone was the set from 2011, the Medieval Blacksmith. In the castle community, there's lots of talk about its scale and that it doesn't scale in well with other castle sets. But I thought, you know what, I can really play off that and turn it into a positive and part of the story. Going on from what I said earlier, the lore of Bluestone is it was once a rocky mountain area which was full of these dark and light blue stone, rocks and cliffs. Before Bluestone was a town, it was discovered by a band of men, women and dwarves who were looking to settle. A nice secluded area with a strange blue rock in the middle. The band quickly worked away and decided to mine the bluestones and rock and see what they'd get on the market for it. After realising the stones were worth nothing, they were just left with thousands and thousands of stones and rocks, but also a now more livable land. You see, this band of men, women, dwarves, they realised that riches aren't just in gold and treasure, but also in land. The band put their skills to good use and decided they'd got their forever home. No more foraging or raiding, but simply just settling. The stones were used to build pathways and roads, which led the band to name the town Bluestone. Through hundreds of years of generations, the ancestors of this band have found themselves proud owners of the largest blacksmith in the nation. This blacksmith is visited by not just residents of Bluestone, but by travellers and warriors from all over the world. It's the main attraction to Bluestone and the main reason why it's still thriving today. The actual blacksmith set itself, it came with a blacksmith, his wife, as well as 2 black falcon knights and a chariot and horse. I've also added more workers to this blacksmith, one being a dwarf labourer, another ancestor from the original settlers whose grit and tough graft has given him a job in the best place in town. The third worker of the blacksmith is the handyman of the place, and he is in charge of crafting weapon handles as well as sharpening the blades. This figure is a custom print from K-Town Bricks. Now, the last part of this episode, and going into the lore a bit more, the original founders of Bluestone left one rock unmined and showcased so that Bluestone would be recognisable to travellers and wanderers. It's a reminder for Bluestone's residents of who they were and what their town was found from: grit and tough graft. Now, if you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you so much, and if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, feel free to leave a comment with what you want to see next from Bluestone, or maybe even any ideas for me to build from. Now, I'm Nimble Saucepan, this is Bluestone, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra!